Hey, I'm gonna just warn y'all right now because we got to go live. We hear my boy Truthteller410. This 99.9% is gonna be on Patreon. I'm just letting you know ahead of time. For those of y'all that are gonna be asking me where is this video, it's going to end up on Patreon because some of the things that we're gonna talk about today cannot stay on YouTube. So if you don't watch this live stream, it is going to Patreon. So I just want you guys to know that. But shout out, man, my boy. I'm your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. I'm here with Truthteller410, underrated YouTuber, man. But you about to find out today why he should have like 1 million subscribers for real. And we've been looking at doing the show for a minute, and we finally linked up today. How you doing, Truthteller?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. I'm alive. I'm breathing. I'm black, contrary to everybody's belief.
Oh, man. Well, it's good to have you here, fam, and everything. And I know that you wanted to talk about. Well, before we kind of get into the topic, for those of people who may not know who your channel is, what is your content roughly about? What do you talk about?
Huh?
Yeah, you can't hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. It went out for a quick second.
I said, what do you typically talk about on your channel on YouTube?
I talk about everything, man. I talk about everything, and I'm talking about like the number one thing I talk about is these black pastors. I'm tired of these fucking black pastors getting they passes. I'm tired of how everybody out here forgets that the black pastor is the number. It could be the number one culprit in these so-called quote unquote black communities. I've said it before and I'll say it again. There's no such thing as a black community. We just have black people who occupy white communities. Hands down. It could be proven. Look at Harlem, look at Chicago, look at all that. That's white owned, and they just let black people fuck it up and thrive in there, to the best of their ability. But that's like most of my content. If something comes up, I'll speak on it, how I speak on it. And then I, like the other day, somebody said, you just on YouTube trying to make money. And I replied, I said, how can I make money? Because the moment I open my mouth, my content is already hit with we cannot use your content for advertisements at all. Because I use words like faggot, homo, cocksucker, Negro female, cockazoid, troglodyte. No, people don't want to hear that. Speak on everything. I speak on everything. Everything you could possibly think of, I speak on it.
Right.
And it's truth of the matter is, I'm truth teller. That's what I do. I'll speak on anything from politics. I'll speak on if I drive and I see a nigga smoking crack, I'll speak on that. Anybody asks me to speak on, it's whatever.
All right. So, and you definitely, man, have a very interesting delivery, which they're about to find out right now in this motherfucker. But let me ask you this. And shout out to my boy Nick Taylor, because he has a channel here, man. I wanted to shout him out. What's up, Art? I'm gonna call you as soon as I got a thing, man. You in Norway. All right, so let me ask you this real quick. What is your take on this? Now we know there has a black young boy on an ad with a monkey is something about the jungle. I forgot what it is. You remember what the hoodie said?
It says something about the let's see, damn it, it was something about like the flyest monkey in the
coolest monkey in the jungle. Okay, coolest monkey in the jungle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, coolest monkey in the jungle, little black boy standing with his hands in his pocket.
Okay. And shout out to my boy Jamaican Pepper, living in the ATL, man. Love you so much, fam. Thank you for coming out our super chat. What's your take on this whole situation?
All right. Now you ready to have this thrown on the Patreon?
We ready to put it on Patreon. This is gonna be Patreon only because I know you're gonna start cursing all this shit and it's gonna be crazy. So I can't leave it to go. Just do you.
All right, let me go in. Now, obviously, you can tell the little black boy was not dragged down there and forced to do the ad. So if he was not forced down there to do the ad, the next question we have to ask is, where's his mother? Where's his father? Because I know they reap the benefits from him doing that ad. Unless this little black boy was adopted by some white people, if that comes out, everything I'm about to say I'll retract it and I'll make an apology. But until then, I have to assume he has a black mother and a black father, preferably a black mother. So, I looked at it and everybody's talking about, oh, H&M this and H&M that. Let me say this: niggas could not stop watching football, to support Colin Kaepernick. So miss me with that dumb shit. For one. For two, sale right now, niggas will be buying H&M. Let's stop lying to ourselves, people. Let's stop lying to ourselves. Niggas will be right down there buying some motherfucking H&M, whatever they got going on. The same way, niggas is on Facebook talking about, I can't believe my team didn't make it. Or commenting and leaving posts and tweeting, we are behind Kaepernick. But you niggas can't believe that the Green Bay Packers ain't making it to the playoffs. And the New Orleans Saints, which is my team, is in the playoffs. So shouts out to Drew Brees.
Right.
But yeah, so I'm looking at that and I said, all right, well, H&M, I didn't read any reports of nobody putting a gun in anybody's head. I didn't see any reports of anybody forcing somebody to do something that they didn't want to do. So obviously his parents or his parents walked him into that photo shoot on him and let him take multiple pictures, because a photo shoot does not consist of one picture. Now, the picture had to be shown to the parents. They looked at it, probably thought it was cool because they was getting a check, looked at all of the pictures. H&M probably had them sign a contract stating that they can use any picture they want at their discretion, and decided to put the picture out that's circulating all over the internet. Ask you this, O'Shea. Let me ask you this. You hear black people say, white people this and white people that, and they crazy and they out of their minds and you can't trust them. No problem. H&M, I'm pretty sure, is ran by some Jews. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So if me and you was walking and we seen a dog licking his dick in his ball sack, and you see me stop, O'Shea, you see me stop, and I start saying, hey, dog, don't lick your dick and ball sack out here in public. That is disgusting. You should know better. And I'm trying to logically explain to the dog why he shouldn't do that. Who's the insane one, me or the dog?
You look stupid. The dog gonna keep doing what he's doing.
Exactly. The dog is doing what he's doing. So the person who needs to be questioned in this whole process is the parents of that little boy, because the parents are insane, because they know, quote unquote, the white man is the devil. He's a devil and he's all this stuff and he can't be trusted. And we stand for Kaepernick and hands up, don't shoot, and all out the bullshit they was chanting some time back. Their son, let them take that picture. They show you the picture, and then you're comfortable with that picture. It's a rhetorical question. They did that because they needed the money. Basically, they needed the money. And that go to show you how fast Negroes will sell each other out for a dime. They sold that little boy out. Even if H&M never does nothing with that picture, and they say, you know what, we can't use it. If they issue a public apology, that little boy will be subjected to, for the rest of his life, as the little boy who had the coolest monkey in the jungle words on his hoodie. 10 years from now, that shit will still be out there.
Let me ask you this. Shout out to my man Nick Taylor, man, with a $20 super chat. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. And email me, bro, so we can hook up. But let me ask you this: why can't black people, in your opinion, blame the parents equally as they blame H&M? Why do you think that's not going to happen?
Well, that's a simple answer. They're not going to blame the black people, the black parents, because 9 times out of 10, it's the black mother. So remember I told you before, the black woman gets a pass on damn near everything she does. This is why when the levees went down in New Orleans, right? Mm-hmm. Black people just don't like to blame black people for nothing. If they could find a white man to blame. Kanye West stood on that stage and said, George Bush hates blacks. So what about the mayor and the governor of that city who did nothing for black people also?
Mm-hmm.
Because they were more hands-on with the situation than George Bush.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say George Bush lives in the White House all day long. He's in Washington, D.C. Let's just humble ourselves and say that. He's in Washington, D.C. You got a mayor sitting right there who did nothing while black people was in disarray, discombobulated, in shambles, all over the place. And the black man, the black governor stood right there and did nothing. But yet Kanye West skipped those two and went straight for the white president. People will always go after the white person before the black person who needs to be blamed, because when they say things about black people, it comes off as if they're in tune with what's going on, like they're woke, they're conscious. That's why my song runs around here with I'm woke as fuck, or I'm conscious, whatever the fuck his sweater says. Because he raps and says things like, we need to stand behind Colin Kaepernick. But I'm pretty sure if you walk up to him and says, tell me the plight of Medgar Evers, that nigga will look at you like, who the hell is Medgar Evers, for one, and for two, what is plight? See, that's the problem. We have a lot. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Let me ask you this, because this ad said that the black community is outraged. You said there is no black community to be outraged to begin with. Why is there no black community to you?
Well, there's no black community to me because let's take example the Jewish bar mitzvah or bar mitzvah, for men, for boys and girls. When they have the rituals of a bar mitzvah or bar mitzvah go on, they have the clothing, which is Jewish sewn. They have the food, which is Jewish cooked. They have the music, which is Jewish played. Everything is Jewish. When an Asian gets married, or Asian has a birthday party, Asian food, Asian decoration, everything's Asian. When black people go do something, we do the most nigga shit possible. We go find a DJ to play music that does not represent a black people. I'm talking about, there's nothing African culture nowhere. They'll go to, this is not racism. This is just showing that this is why we don't have a black community. They don't go to a black bakery to have the black baker bake the cake. They don't go to the black jeweler to buy the black rings. They don't go to a black tailor to have a dress made by the black tailor's hands and a suit made by the black tailor's hand. They don't go to the shoe shop to get the shoes from the black the black shoe shop. They don't do stuff like that. When a black person has a wedding, everything is from a different race brought into one, and they try to make it theirs. That's why you don't have a black community. I said it before. You can't have a black community because the moment we get $1, see, we the same black, and I say we because I have to be included. We are the same niggas who will go stand in the rain on a line at Foot Locker for Air Jordan tennis shoes. But we the same niggas on a sunny day won't go to our local schools, to the PTA meetings, to find out how we can better the education systems in our own community.
Say that last part one more time.
You stand outside. Black people who won't go outside, we'll go stand outside in the rain at Foot Locker for some Air Jordan tennis shoes, but we won't go on a bright sunny day to the local school for the local PTA meeting to find out how we can better the education in our own communities. We put the shit right back out. We don't circulate it within ourselves. We don't look for black owned, black ran, black nothing. We get $100. The first thing black people want to go do is they go to Amazon. They want to go to whoever selling the sneaker, whoever selling the Hermes knockoff belt or the fake Gucci belt. That's what we accustomed to doing. And I blame that on Michael King Jr. I wholeheartedly blame that on Michael King Jr., romantically known by the Afro-American Negro as Martin Luther King Jr.
Why do you blame it on Martin Luther King Jr.? Michael King.
Because before we were allowed to go sit in Woolworth and eat ham sandwiches and drink coffee, they wouldn't let our black asses in there. So we had to create our own stores, our own car services, our own newspapers, our own television repair shops. Everything had to be black owned. He pushed for integration so much that the moment we were allowed to go to white people, he even openly admitted, damn, I think I fucked up by doing that. I'm paraphrasing.
No, he did. Yeah.
I think I fucked up by doing that, because look what it's doing to the black business. He led the strike on black business by wanting us to go sit up in a fucking coffee shop with people who hated us to be able to drink coffee and go to these schools. Why, and I said this on one of my videos, this is why black kids, for the most part, and even me when I was coming up, black history consisted of Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Harriet Tubman, or Rosa Parks. Now, when you're being taught by your own people in your own institutions, when it's just all black, you tend to learn more. And maybe if you knew more about black people, you respect black people more, you respect yourself a little bit more, and there will be more conducive environments for black people. But we don't have that because we don't know anything about black community. We don't know anything about community, first of all. Most black people can't even define community, more or less even tell you what a community consists of. They walk through Harlem and say, this is a black community, with a Red Lobster sitting right there, with a Foot Locker sitting right there, with a GameStop sitting right there, with whatever store sitting right there, and none of it is owned or even managed by black people for the most part. But yet they say this is our community.
You bring some great points. Let me shout out to my big bro Misanthropic1, man, which actually introduced us together. I mean, I was following him before I was coming on YouTube. Shout out to him. I see Steve the Dean in this motherfucker.
Yes,
shout out to Simply Deep, man. Always supporting the channel for everybody in here, Captain Jack. let me ask you a question though. You've been making some strong points. And me and Steve did a show earlier on this particular issue, and the young man is being employed because the H&M is big here in Europe. So I'm like, that's the first time I actually seen them when I moved to Poland, because I didn't see H&M in the United States. Maybe I just overlooked it, but I've noticed that here you have a young black, nice looking young man, young boy getting an ad job with H&M. Why don't we have a black chain store that a black business could employ this young black man to wear something that's catered for, at least not all to a black audience, but you see, it shows me that we need white people to employ our black people and then, not disrespect them. I mean, shouldn't black people be in a position to have their own chain store or black owned chain store where they can hire their own black models to do stuff like this?
All right.
Don't you think
question.
So?
Yeah, I really do think that. I say that all the time. And that's a real good statement you just said, real good question you just asked. But I'm gonna open your eyes to something. We have enough here to open up. Let's just take 5 black people we know. 5 black people we all know generally has a lot of money. We'll take Puff Daddy. We'll take Oprah Winfrey. We'll take Dr. Dre. We'll take 50 Cent and pick another, Tyra Banks. We'll take those 5 black people. Random people. You have Oprah Winfrey has more money than me and you will ever have in our whole entire lives. Right now, she has more money right now than we'll ever have in our whole entire lives. Because she consistently makes money. When she does Weight Watchers commercials, Oprah Winfrey has the power to tell Weight Watchers, look, I need some black people out here. I need all black. But she doesn't do that. Black people, let's take Puffy. When Puffy is doing his Ciroc videos, commercials, you don't see all black cast. 50 Cent was just on was not just now, but he was on Power 105, and they was they got coming out with O'Shea Jackson and and him and the other 2 white guys. Now 50 Cent is sitting up there with a white cast, right?
Right.
50 Cent sells, you know, what he has, you know, I'm Dr. Dre. Let's take no. You look at Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre had Beats by Dre, and every time you looked at Beats by Dre, he didn't use all black people. He used white people and black people.
Mm-hmm.
The reason, and this is how it is. Anytime you see black business, if a black person open a business today, let's say they open a business selling iPhone cases today, the first people they want to market to is white people because black people will not patronize with black people the correct way.
Mm-hmm.
We always looking for the handout or the hookup, whereas white people will come in for the, you know, truth be told, and they will spend correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Like they, you know, they not going. A nigga like, you know, I'll go into your shop and say, oh shit, man, you trying to charge me $5 for that case, bro? Much, come on, bro. Yo, throw me that on the humble. Yo, give me 2 for $5. Now, a white person to come in, and say, oh, $5. Oh, can I get 2 of these? You go. That's why, you know, it doesn't make sense why we are how we are, but I understand why we are how we are because we've done so much shit to each other. You know, we don't even know how to trust each other to patronize with each other.
Mm-hmm.
But when you see black people in a position with corporate America or to make money, the first thing they do is they say, and if I had the opportunity, I will follow the same game plan. They see an opportunity for them to make money, and the first thing they go do is say, all right, fuck niggas, I gotta go get it off to these white people and these Asian people because those are the people who will spend money. When you go to the rap concerts, it's predominantly white people there.
That's true.
I'm talking about a 30,000 seat venue is predominantly white. Now, when you go to the hole in the wall in the hood, it's predominantly black because the nigga at the door, he trying to get some pussy, so he let the girl in with her girlfriends, and the nigga who own the club tell his peoples to come through. You know, he fuck around and don't even make 50% of what he's supposed to make because we so busy trying to hook each other up.
Right.
So when you see black people in an opportunity to advertise clothing or come out with a clothing line, yeah, they'll push it to blacks until it's time to not push it to blacks. And then instead of saying, well, I'm going to take these blacks with me who worked with me, they'll say, I appreciate all you've done. I'm closing this business down and we moving to Mexico and this firm is going to take care of the advertisement and this blah, blah. Black people are quick to move away from black people. And I understand why, because we done so much dirt to each other. We don't know how to fucking trust each other. So the first thing we do is run from each other. Black flight at its finest.
Mm-hmm. This is
so
the
when
first time I heard of black flight within the black community, but it makes sense. Yes, that's true. Black flight.
Yeah, real quick.
It's true.
Yeah, white flight, you know, when they had a community and black people started coming in, the white people said, we getting the fuck out of here, they can have it. And then once the white people left, the black people who had had 2 dimes to rub together said, oh, fuck no, we not used to this. We going where they go. So that was white flight, and white flight led to black flight. So when you see H&M sitting there and they got the little black boy with the monkey shirt on and it gets that far as to become an actual issue to where everybody can see it, if that little black boy went to Drake and said, Drake, you know, I want to be in one of your commercials. Drake is so busy selling liquor and pussy, he can't use this little black boy for nothing. That little black boy can't sell Ciroc. That little black boy can't sell nothing from G Unit. That little black boy can't sell no Beat by Dre because Dre is so busy, or whoever owns it now is so busy trying to advertise through sports players. Because they need sports players as that bridge to white people.
Let me ask you this real quick, because and shout out to the Jay Miller podcast, a legendary channel. And shout out to Brandon L. Barbershops and churches are the only businesses niggas will support.
Yo, and the funny thing is, with a barbershop, niggas will go to the barbershop and still try to hustle a nigga out of a $20 cut.
Yeah, they'll do that.
Yo, I just bought you 4-5 people, my nigga. Yo, you can't look out for me on the cut.
That's true. That's true. I will say this. You know, being as a a Negro entrepreneur over here on the black side of YouTube with my site. I've been told many times, like, you know, hey, if your site was for like white people or for like white men or Asian men, you might have a easier time. I can't necessarily say that to be true, but I will say that in most cases, what you're talking about, you know, dealing with black business, you have to be very firm with the clients and people. You know, black people don't have a problem with paying another race without asking for a discount. They just have a problem paying you as a black person when you need the money. That's what I've noticed about blacks, but you're definitely right about that.
That's the God honest truth. They don't have no problem going to, black people don't have a problem going into Walmart and buying shit that they don't need because it's on Black Friday sale.
Mm-hmm.
But you could be selling a cure for death for $10 and niggas will still try to not even black. I said black boy. That's just stupid to use that word. Niggas will try to hustle you out of a $10 bottle of the cure for death. Yo, you can't give it to me for $5, my nigga. Yo, how long I knew you, bro? You could just met the nigga 10 minutes ago and he already your brother, he your nigga, he everything in the world because he needs something from you. Then when you say no, then it's fuck you, I'll be back. He want to shoot your shit up or rob you. But when he go to the white man and first of all, he don't ask the white man for a discount, but let's just say he does ask the white man for a discount. He going in showing all his fucking teeth like the house nigga that he is. Fucking no, I ain't giving no discount. This bottle, this cure for death costs $10,000. Take it or get the fuck out. Then niggas a smile. Oh man, come on, you ain't gotta talk to me like that, man. Here go my $10,000.
Let's go back to that part, man, because I know we're about to turn up because we about to turn the conversation because you said something important. You said as long as you are trying to, you know, if they you your nigga, if they your nigga and they your boy and all this shit. But as soon as you tell these motherfuckers no, it's fuck you. Niggas trying to. I know a nigga like that personally. I just went through something like that, very similar, personally. A nigga who ain't never did shit for you, ain't never did shit for me, but you been doing shit for this nigga all your motherfucking time, and you know, breaking your back for this motherfucker to do shit, and you don't do it when he wants you to do it. It's fuck you, nigga, you ain't shit, fuck you on bloods, all type of shit. Yeah, niggas are like that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's so fucking true. Let me ask you like this: when dealing with something like this, though, because we have Black Flight. I mean, I know that you care about the black community, although you're speaking, you know, the truth about it.
Yeah.
Do you think that the best opportunity for blacks is to leave other blacks alone and integrate? What do you mean? How do you feel about that?
Oh, all right. If it ain't on the Patreon by now, this is about to go on the Patreon.
Put it on Patreon.
For one, the man mindset. Shouts out to him. O'Shea, you put me on to him. I'm addicted to his shit. I watch his shit while I'm working. Y'all gonna get me fired. So y'all better have a chair. Y'all better have a chair for me over there because I'm gonna get fired fucking with the man mindset. Cause he gonna fuck my life up. But and shouts out to Ebony too. Shouts out to Ebony. I haven't, you know, I just want to give her a shout out real quick. Now let's go Saints. Let's go Saints. Now let me say this. Marcus Mosiah Garvey. See, and this is why I love your show, O'Shea, because I can really show my intellect. Because people, when I speak, they say, oh, nigga, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Nigga, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But you ask the questions that can show that I'm past the point of nigga logic, you know, or nigga education. You really bring it out of me.
Okay.
Now, Marcus Mosiah Garvey has one of my favorite quotes. I swear to you, I'm going to get this tattooed on my body. He says, when they was talking about his whole plan to go back to Africa and take all the black people back to Africa, Marcus Garvey says, a no good black here will be a no good black there. Not everybody can go because a no good black here would be a no good black there. When it comes to Black Flight, O'Shea, let's say me, you, the man mindset, we all live door to door. We live right next door to each other. Across the street is Nick Taylor. Across the street is Misanthropic One. You know, and Simply Deep live next door to Misanthropic One. I'm just giving you names of people who I know make a lot of sense when they speak. And my brother Marvelous comes over and he's banging on the door. I opened the door. He said, "Yo, I don't know if you heard, but niggas is coming by the flock to live in this community. If I have the bus to get the fuck out the community, I'm going to get the Man Mindset. I'm going to get O'Shea Jackson. I'm going to get Nick Taylor. I'm going to get Misanthropic One. I'm going to get Simply Deep. And I'm going to tell Marvelous One, don't run because you coming with us. Because we are the black people in which white people will say, y'all can stay here. Now, imagine if I had the same bus and I said, oh shit, we got to go. And I'm driving down the street and I see fucking Little Uzi Vert, Young Thug, Beyonce with her illiterate ass. People who I really feel like they can't contribute to black, liberation in no way, shape, form, or fashion. I take them into the black community. Into that white community, you will bear witness to white flight all over again. Because they will say it's too many of them to get the fuck out of here. So we got to go again. Because the first time, when you go for a job interview, the first thing they do is look at you. Before they even put their hand out to shake your hand, to ask you what's your name, they look at you. Now, niggas believe having a Gucci shirt on, a Hermes belt, $100 jeans, and some Gucci shoes is fly. But white America look at these niggas like, look at that nigga rich with nigga money. In there with a Burlington Coat Factory suit and some nice shoes. He'll say, hey, oh shit, how you doing? Hey man, come sit down. I was looking over your resume. Come, let's talk about it. Because they don't give a fuck about you having your bankroll hanging half out your pocket and having a slave chain on your neck so fucking thick you can walk a bear with that shit. They don't give a fuck about that. What they give a fuck about is how you will represent them. Basically how you will represent them. And how you represent them, the first thing is appearance. You got your pants hanging off your ass, they don't want you. So when it comes to us taking everybody, to that wonderful place where there's no more poverty and shit, black here will be a no good black there. You take a Bon Quisha on welfare from here, you take her over there, the first thing she's gonna do is come to you and say, oh Shay, where do I go get my food from? Where do I go get my water from? Where do I go get my clothes from? Where's my house at? Because here she goes to a building and says, where do I get my food from? Where do I get my water from? Who's gonna pay my bills? Where am I gonna live? You don't need those kind of fucking people around you. You gotta get them people the fuck out of here. And if you can't get them the fuck out of here, what you do is you leave them where they at. You say, you know what? Y'all can have this shit. Hey, it's like the Titanic. Everybody waited until it was said and done, and then everybody fucking died. If somebody would have saw the water coming through the boat, he could have said, hey, the boat is sinking. They probably would have told him, oh, no, it's not. You said, all right, no problem. Honey, get the kids. We getting the fuck out of here. I'm going to take one of these boats, and since we ain't that far from land, let's go back towards land. Because these niggas believe this is not a sinking ship.
Look, let me just do this real quick, and I want to weigh in on what you said. Shout out to my boy Eric P. O'Shea the Great to the trick in the tip jar. Thank you so much. This is going to go on Patreon. Shout out to Jay Miller, Freelance Runner Respect, Truth410. I actually want to do a show called the Black Flight episode, and just a bunch of us get on here, man, on the pill and just do it like this week or probably the next 2 days. But so I know Jay Miller's in. I know you'll be in. I know Steve. When it comes to like leaving niggas where they at, Steve is down. He want to be on all that shit. But
when it comes to black flight and white flight, I promise I can go into it more deep. If you want to put me on that panel, I can go into that shit so deep to where you fuck around probably would change your name to black flight.
Let me do this because people are asking for your channel, man. Let me do this real quick, guys. So just give me a second, Truth. I'm gonna promote your channel real quick, and shout out to the Truthteller, man. The first show that we did, it's on Patreon, man. That shit was a classic about simping, and it was so interesting. I had to take that motherfucker down. So that's how the Truthteller right. Let me tell you this, man. And I gotta say this real quick. As much as I like black people and I love the community, and it hurts me to say this. I hate to say this, Truth. It's gonna hurt me to say this. After going back to the United States and from where I'm from, I'm 300% sure you cannot live around most niggas. It's impossible. It's impossible, man. You cannot be. A lot of black people are toxic, fam, and you just can't afford it. If you on the come up, if you're trying to do something, man, if you're trying to, do something and you have something going for yourself, the last thing that you want to do is be around some lower tier blacks. And I'm not saying that all blacks are like that, because they're not. Because I mean, me and you and my moderators and there are other people that listen to me. But you're right, man. You can't afford to be around niggas. Let me ask you this real quick. I want your opinion on this real quick. There was a breakfast, right? That I think it was somewhere in Dallas, Texas. Breakfast for dads or something like that, right? Anyways, what ended up happening was I gotta do a show on this. There was a lot of single moms, right? And these kids didn't have no daddy. And hundreds of black men or men showed up. 600 men showed up for the breakfast with dads, where students are encouraged to bring their fathers or father figures in lives. Mm-hmm. And so there were some of these guys, like mentors, that were not even these guys' dads that showed up. Would you have showed up for some shit like this? Like, to be a mentor to some kids that didn't have a dad? Is that your responsibility?
That's a damn, O'Shea. I knew one day somebody's gonna ask me the question that's gonna have me fucking damn near buck dance, and I knew it was gonna be your ass. Let me answer it like this. If this makes sense, if it doesn't, tell me it don't make sense, and I'll reword it. Mm-hmm. Would I show up wanting to be a mentor to kids? Yes, I would, because I would want these kids to see how the real world is. I feel I represent the real world. Not, these, when you see the black kid go outside and his mother telling him, you're going to be the next LeBron James. That is not real. When they tell him, when they put him in front of a camera and they watch him, do whatever fucking latest nigga shucking job dance there is, that is not the real world. The real world is people who get up every morning, grind, put their nose to the grind, like David Carroll said. Get up every morning, clean yourself off, dust yourself off, put your nose to the grindstone. That is the real world. We don't have a lot of male leaders or men who define that. So yeah, I would go. If they had a community center right now and they had a whole bunch of kids there, and you say, Truthteller, look, I want you to come down here and see if you can help me mentor these kids, I would come. Because I know the condition of and what they perpetuate to their youth. Frame of, I know damn good and well I ain't gonna be able to help none of these motherfucking kids. I'm only going because my man want me, my man's gonna want me to go. If I happen to save one of them fucking kids out of that whole thing, because we need no more LeBron James, we need more Ben Carsons. No more, P. Diddy's. We need more Mega Evers. More Malcolm X's. People to go join religious groups and liberate. Not none of that. We need more people who will be strong-minded men, especially men. We need more strong-minded men out here like you who can, without interference from the woman. Because if you was to look, when things don't go your way, stop pouting and crying, man. Blah blah blah. I'm pretty sure the black mother gonna come. Don't fucking tell my son how to be. I raised him, motherfucker. That. See, you got to deal with that shit. Me one time, which has happened, and I'll tell you the story. I say, fuck these little niggas. I'm going back to doing what I do. Worry about me and mine, because this shit is crazy.
Let me say what I would say. What I would do. And
oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. And before I even walk in the door, if it ain't O'Shea asking me or one of my peoples, I'm gonna say, how much you paying me to my time? So can you pay me to waste my time? If it's free, I don't know. I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it. But go ahead, Mark. Go ahead, bro. My fault.
Shout out to Karan. Shout out to Jamaican Pepper. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I'm gonna catch some slack, and I'm actually gonna respond to this whole thing. I used to be in a disagreement with Obsidian when he had made a video about certain things. I'm gonna tell you like this: once you hit black flight, I like black kids, but here's the thing, and I want to help them, but the problem is this. When you show up to mentor these kids, you also let their mamas off the hook, because at the same time, their mamas will go out and fuck anybody they want. And then you got to put your resources. Like, I can guarantee you, some of these brothers that showed up there today had college degrees, no kids, good jobs, and they giving back to the community because other people have made mistakes. At one point, do these people stop making motherfucking mistakes? And then they have good black men. Like a lot of the brothers, like, I think Jamaican, he don't have any children. A lot of the people, you black men don't have any children. Why should black men have to donate their free time to go take care of other folks' kids when, and it gives no incentive? And really what those women look at those dudes as a sense. It looks like these guys are bailouts. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can do whatever the fuck we want and niggas will show up and clean up the mess. So that means that they can do whatever the fuck they want and you niggas will come out and do it. So just off that strength alone, I think if black men want to get respect, you can't go to shit like this. You need to send a fucking message. Not because you don't care. Mm-hmm. It ain't got nothing to do about you not caring. But at the same time, it's about making motherfuckers respect you. And even though you want to help those kids, that's not your responsibility. Those women went out and fucked whoever they wanted to fuck, got pregnant, and all of that shit will make them. And here's the thing. Also, if you go out and help them, who they gonna vote for anyway? They're gonna vote for Hillary Clinton. They're gonna vote for Oprah Winfrey. And see, and then again, you as a group of black men, you don't get nothing out of that shit. What do you get? I mean, we got to go back to politics. What did you get when Barack Obama was the president? What would you get if Oprah Winfrey becomes the president? And you still gonna go out and support the group of people who not gonna give you shit? When black women vote Democratic, they don't vote for you. They vote for themselves. So again, you're rescuing a group of motherfuckers who actually don't support what your agenda is. So I would say fuck. As much as I don't really feel that way, but I would have to say it.
You know, it's what you said is the truth, because we as men, we are only there for, for the blame. We're only there for the blame. Becomes the president, it's because his mother raised him. His mother did this, his mother did that. Barack Obama came out molesting children and fucking his life up, selling drugs. The absence of his father played a big role in it. His daddy wasn't around to show him how a real man's supposed to act. Where was his daddy? Y'all, it could have been a situation where the mother didn't even tell this nigga that tell the father that he had a fucking child, but he still will get blamed for it. Mm-hmm. We got movies, we got TV shows. Every time you turn around, they got women who are at the forefront of, of being a strong, a leader. Nothing wrong with that, because I don't believe in that whole Bible shit. So, no, I don't believe a woman is there and I'm the head of her. Hell no, no. I don't believe in that shit. But it just so happened that majority of these black women can't lead. They couldn't lead themselves to drink water to live. But they could be dying. Yo, David Carroll said, if you take it, a black person could be dying of thirst. You take them to a stream of fresh flowing water, they'll fuck around and still die of thirst. So when it comes to shit like that, we are there to be blamed for everything. If you stand out there next to a black woman, that black woman could be arguing with another black woman, calling her all kind of stupid bitches, hoes, you fucking cunt, slut, whatever this, never that. No problem. That black woman could come put her hands on you, and you could be like, bitch, get off of me. Somebody would jump in front of you. Come on, bro, don't hit her. Don't call her no bitch. Don't do that. That's the queen. And she could be acting like a fucking silverback monkey, gorilla, but you will always be wrong. I say this. Black men are the blame for everything that can be blamed on us.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that could be blamed on us, we will always be blamed for it. Hands down, we will always be blamed for it. Every chance they get. You know, no education in the black community. You know, what more do you want the women to do? They got to raise the kids and sit at home with them and do this and do. I love Tupac music. Tupac is my favorite. Well, Rakim is my favorite, but Tupac is my favorite. You know, he's in my second favorite behind Rakim. Misanthropic one knows this. He said, even as a crack fiend mama, you always was a black queen mama. Now, imagine if it was the roles were reversed and he lived with his father and his father smoked crack. He wouldn't have been no black king. He'd have been fucked up. The reason why Tupac is, yada, yada, yada. It would have been, he's the reason everything fucked up. But when it's the black woman, and I'm not beating down black women by no way, shape, form, or fashion, but let's be honest with ourselves. Black women can do anything and they will always get a fucking pass. Yeah. Black women can, there's a, not even black women in general. There was something I seen today. A black man pointed a toy gun and was sent to prison. A white woman got probation. Damn. Now, when it comes to us dealing with each other, this is why if I had $1 million and I seen a woman on the street struggling, I might not be so eager to go get that black woman off the streets and help her. Or a woman, period. I might not give a fuck. I could see O'Shea with a heroin needle in his. I might fuck around and say, well, you know what? O'Shea shooting heroin. Let me look out for my brother. Because and you said it, no matter what you do, it won't be good enough. Me as a man, no matter what I do, will not be good enough. There was a video on Facebook. Black man came and took his kids some gifts. And the black woman, that's it. Where's the rest? Yeah, knocking the fucking gifts out of his hand.
Wow.
But I'm pretty sure she ain't making it wasn't no fucking sunny, a beautiful Christmas in that house for them kids by her hand.
Yeah, man.
Society made it like that. We fall victims to it, and we just gotta, hey, you gotta maneuver around it, deal with it, or remove yourself from it.
No, I agree, man. I definitely agree. Everybody hit the likes up here on the video. Let's see, we got a lot of people in the chat. We have 130 people watching. For those people who did not get a chance to subscribe to the Truthteller410, there you go. I appreciate everybody in there. Truthteller, man, is there any other stuff that you want to talk about tonight, or?
Yeah. Let me talk about this, and tell me if I'm wrong. I tell you, this might be. Damn it, boy! I try to stay politically correct as possible, and I want everybody out there to please help me. Well, not everybody. People who I give a fuck about. The man mindset. Please give me your opinion. Misanthropic one. The big homie, Nick Taylor. I love Nick Taylor. And I said it before and I say it again. When I was driving out here to Arizona and I was dead tired and called the homie Nick Taylor, and if I'm lying, he can correct me because he in here. That man was working at work, put around his job and kept me on the phone because I was too tired to drive and keep my damn eyes open. He stayed on the phone with me. That second burst of energy to keep it moving. And if I'm lying, Nick Taylor can say I'm a damn liar and I'll never speak again. That's why I call him the big homie, and I say I love my Nick Taylor can call me right now and say, hey, I need you to come out here and do this for me tomorrow. I'm going, because when I needed him and I needed some information from him and to pick his brain, he was right there. Misanthropic one's the same way. Love him. I love him to death. Now, see, I want them Simply Deep also, because Simply Deep be everywhere, man. I believe that man's God. Because he be every fucking. I don't believe in no God, but Jesus Christ, man. Simply Deep be
he is everywhere, man. Like at the same, he's omnipresent.
Yo, simply yo, you could do a stream 4 o'clock in the fucking morning. Simply Deep be there. First
What
one,
up, fam?
first fucking one.
What up, fam?
I told him whatever. I said whatever he do for a living, yo, I need to do that shit because he got all the time in the world. I fuck with Simply Deep the long way. But my question is, right? I was talking. Here we go. O'Shea, a woman gets molested today, right?
Yeah.
She gets molested. She goes home. Doesn't tell anybody she's molested. The man is 40 years old who molested her. She's 17. 40 years from now, when she's 57 and the man is 80, about to die, the woman then comes out and says, he molested me 40 years ago. And the world needs to know. Oh, a fucking hero. She's brave for telling her story. Now, it could just be me, but I think that is some of the most selfish shit somebody can do. And let me explain myself. You know this motherfucker is a molester. He's a rapist. Whatever the fuck he did to you to violate you, he did it today. Mm-hmm. You wait all that fucking time to tell your story, to expose him, because people need to know the truth. Now, me as a man, if I seen a man molest a woman and I don't say nothing for 20 years and come out 20 years from now and say, you know what, O'Shea, I think we need to do another show because it's about time that everybody know that I seen Joe Schmo molest that 17-year-old girl and he needs to be exposed. I will be called a coward, a fraud, poison on the black community. Why didn't I go to the police immediately? I ain't shit. Fuck me. All that shit. Do you think, and the people I name, please help me out. Don't y'all think that is very fucking selfish and damn near what's the word I'm trying to use? Like there's a motive behind you holding information in like that for that long, knowing somebody is a poison on the quote unquote black community. You'll take that shit to your grave, not say anything about it. Wait some odd years and then come out calling yourself exposing the people to this person because the truth needs to come out. How can anybody look at any woman who will take that shit once it happened inside her house and act like it never happened and then later on want to come out and tell the truth? How can we trust you? Because what else are you hiding from us? Because if he molested you today and you were able enough to not, I mean, he molested you to the point you didn't get pregnant. You know, you don't have a disease. You're not going to die. He didn't kill you. Go upstairs and act like it didn't happen to hold her for 10 years. Now, what if the next day he went out there and molested a little girl and gave her AIDS or got her pregnant or killed her? That would be on that black woman or that other woman who got molested yesterday and didn't say nothing. That would be on her hands because she didn't do shit about it, knowing the kind of person this fucking molester is. Now, my question to you, O'Shea, don't you think, or do you think that is some scandalous, manipulative? You know, that's how they work normally anyway. But anyway, don't you think that's underhanded to even do that, knowing that that's something that needs to be brought to the forefront immediately? Just like you got all these hashtags me too, hashtags me too. Mm-hmm. Says you, kind sir.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I'm asking you, what do you think about that? When the woman gets molested today and holds on to it for 10 years and then come out and say, I was molested 10 years ago. And let's just humble ourselves and say she is telling the truth. Don't you think that is fucked up for them to even hold it for that long?
Well, it's fucked up also because you allow this person to possibly be molesting other people for all that damn time. So not only did that person destroy your life, that person is destroying every other person's life for 20 to 30 years also. That's what makes it more bad. You know what I mean? Because this person is allowed to continue to do what he's doing. But you're definitely right, because if a man goes out and says a man is looked at bad for Georgia, why didn't you do something? I mean, it is just what what we're living in this kind of day and age. But definitely, I definitely agree. I definitely agree exactly what you're saying.
Yeah. I was talking about that today, and I was like, man, why is it all of these hashtag me too, and first of all, I don't believe in all that shit, because it wasn't hashtag me too when he was putting his dick in your mouth, deep throat fucking you on your back and keeping some money in your pocket. It wasn't hashtag me too then, right? But now he don't want to do with you no more. Life is kind of fucked up for you. Your bills, the pink letter comes for the light bill. Your car done got repoed. You ain't got that star role in that movie no more. Now it's hashtag me too. Get the fuck out of here. Just how you have the women who say, I was a victim of this from this person for continuously for a year. He beats a woman today. The woman is a victim of domestic violence. If her man beats her ass for no reason, she is a victim of domestic violence. Mm-hmm. If she goes to sleep, wakes up tomorrow, and that man beats her ass again tomorrow, she's no longer the victim. You like getting your ass beat.
Right.
Because you shouldn't be there past the first point. If a motherfucker robs me on 23rd Street, I'm not going back to 23rd Street no more, because I got robbed on that motherfucker. Unless I want to get robbed again.
That's true.
So this is why I say, and when I say this, people say, you must hate black women, blah, blah, blah. I'm for black people. I just speak harsh in my words because I want black people to wake the fuck up. Black women don't think like that for the most part, nor do the modern day black Negro. They don't think like that. They don't think like that at all. This is why that H&M shit to me was puzzling, because if we sitting there hating H&M, we should hate the mother and the father 100 times worse. If we want people to boycott H&M, we should kill the mother and father, because look what they did to their child. H&M can get, they can go on and, hey, fuck it, hey, it happened. We apologize. Here you go, $10,000 to the NAACP. Here you go. But that little black boy gonna have to live with that shit for the rest of his motherfucking life.
That's true.
Who subjected him to that? His black parents. They should be held 100% accountable for that. H&M does play a part, but the black parents should be held accountable for that bullshit.
No, I agree.
But we won't do that. If he has a mother and a father, they'll look into the father's background. Come to find, they'll do everything in their power. See, this is the dumb shit I'm talking about. We as black people, we want to go straight after H&M. Hey, H&M. What about the little Down syndrome quirky kid who said he was being picked on? They come to find out he might have been picked on because he was calling black people niggers, because he has a history of coming from a family who are very racist.
Right.
After all the black athletes and superstars then gave this nigga, some white people gave this nigga some money, tickets, and all kind of other shit, then we find out the truth. And that go to show you what the question before, why don't we look out for black people? Because we're so programmed to look out for white people. If we see a black man hungry on the curb, we see a white man hungry on the curb, 9 times out of 10, we'll fuck around and go to the white man.
Okay. Well, let me do this real quick, guys. A shout out to everybody that's here. It is like 6:28. And I did wake up, so I wanted to keep my commitment. I am a little tired, fam. So,
whenever you're ready to get off, bro. No, you go ahead. You get some sleep. Me and you can rock out. If you want, we can go back on. Like I said, put me on that panel, and we can talk about.
Panel, man.
Yeah, we can talk about black flight.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Now I said we could talk about black flight and white flight, and I promise you, I'll have some more in-depth information for you.
Okay, cool. So I want to thank everybody, man, because it's 6:28 in Poland, but my sleeping schedule's been on and off because of me coming back. So I've been going to sleep and then getting up and then going back to sleep and getting up, stuff like that. So got class in a minute also. So guys, thanks so much. Thanks to you, Truthteller, man, for coming on. Truthteller410. This will go on Patreon. Shout out to Junk Pound Video. Shout out to all the moderators, everybody, man. I love you guys. And
Hey,
we
before
will
we
be
get
doing the
off,
Black Flight show sometime this week. Go ahead, Truth Teller, what you say?
before we get off, please, y'all go to Nick Taylor's page. Y'all subscribe to his page. That brother is funny. My stories are funny. I believe that man's stories are the truth. They really teach you a lot. And y'all please go check his stuff out. Go check his stuff out. And if y'all want to talk about black entrepreneurship, that is the man that a lot, even white entrepreneurship. However, entrepreneurship as a whole, we need to reach out to Nick Taylor because he is the definition of that. That man has more jobs than a fucking Jamaican in the South Bronx.
All right, so the more
Shouts out to
jobs.
him. Shouts out to Misanthropic One. Please, y'all. Shouts out to Misanthropic One. Keep on supporting O'Shea Jackson. O'Shea, please go to sleep. I'm gonna hit you up on WhatsApp tomorrow because
Yeah,
I'm
hit
off
me, fam.
tomorrow. Yeah, I'm off tomorrow. And like I said, I would love to come on that panel, and really talk about why white flight and black flight is very essential to understand and know progression as a black man.
Also,
And
let me
also
go ahead. Go ahead.
the man mindset. I love you, man. Yo, I bet if I took a DNA test, me and that black man to be related some way, shape, form, or fashion.
Again, guys, thanks so much, man, for everybody watching. Thanks for Truth Teller, and I'm out this bitch. Peace. And this is going on Patreon, guys. So
Yes, sir. Love you, Ebony. I love you to death too.
All right, peace out, everybody.
Everybody else,
Right.
man. I appreciate all the love, bro.
All right, fam. We out. Thanks so much, man. Everybody, peace.
All right.